A little bit of a cool down before I take my walk. I don't know, I might just wear these sneakers. I was thinking about putting different sneakers on, but I've been wearing these, and so far it's been okay. So threw some of her laundry in, so I might do mine when I get back. So we'll see if her stuff has to be washed twice or not. Let me see what the air temperature actually is, because I'm all heated up right now. 53. Okay, that's pretty warm. What was I gonna say? Just the heat's kicking on. I come up here to use the toilet, just like feels like swelteringly hot in a house. Just go, okay. Maybe get up and move around a little bit. Eat some fat. Get up and move around a little bit. Just yikes. All right. So what am I? Maybe a t-shirt. Oh yeah, where's that? Yeah, I hate to do smelly armpits on my black jacket, but I am doing laundry. But that's not going to need to be washed because I haven't worn it yet. Alright, so then this thing I've been wearing, I'll wear this. So it's not something new. It's going to have to be washed anyway. Oh yeah, I gotta bring the bag. Ugh. Gotta get water. I am packed now. Let me see what the word means. So I agree that I'm packed. Let me see. Formal agreement between individuals or parties. Well, it seems so now, doesn't it? Since I was living on something called Arrow Tree Reserve, okay, and I'm the virgin mother with the ex, and someone took all my children, thus for ending any and all protection, as people were told, protection over. It seems so. That was basically, you can't do, it's not just me, you can't take people's children like that. And I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to actually charge people for food. That's why you have a SNAP food program and you have a Social Security, okay, where a person just goes, God said not to work. It's always been like that, right? They don't have to take medication. No. You already had a board certified psychiatrist tell you it's PTSD, which qualifies for Social Security. Even if you feel I don't meet your medical, PTSD is a valid reason to be issued a monthly income on Social Security, on top of just how wildly insane this entire thing is. So it's just God explaining something. So I'm not the judge, basically, of who's a human and who's not. But to some degree, per social distancing for my protection, and then if other people asked me, in a sense, yeah, right, because clearly people do weird stuff in front of me and say weird things that apparently they don't do to other people, or everyone's seeing that happening. I don't know the answer to that. It would almost make sense that everyone is having that experience, and you sort of go, huh? Oh my God. I still think we should do it, but people can do it with different people, whoever it is that you're. But you have to be single. You know that, right? I have to say that to people of my species. If you're doing that, and you're not single, you need to become single real quick because it's not fair to whoever you're with if you know you're doing that. And you break up with people in a regular manner. Not this business that dude did. I don't know if he met another person. Yeah, it's just, I don't want to keep talking about that, but just, well, how would he explain to that person what happened? I know you just go, if they're a different species, it doesn't matter. I mean, clearly they're going to go hunt every 3 or 4 years to another person, but how do you explain to a person that you met at a house party? Uh, I know you just go, where have you been? I got tricked into a detox and then took off, or what happened in between that? Get what I'm saying? Like, maybe ask questions about where the person's been and what they've been doing. I don't, just, you were weird. That's Colleen and Michael. Okay, so they're scumbags because clearly you must have told them that you were going out with me. Of course they know who I am. Yeah. She was dyeing her hair black and they were moving to Florida in a trailer. How did you end up sleeping at a house with them at 8 without me there? Wackos. Always beware of this, not like in a paranoid, but Gross Jim Morrison used to do this too. Do you know so and so? And then just go, why would you ask me if I know a person? Get used to paranoid dudes. Okay? Get used to paranoid dudes. Why would you ask me if I know a person? Because that's exactly what he did. And then when I said I didn't know who he was talking about, the next thing I know, I'm picking him up in Quincy Center, and he's telling me he spent the night at her husband's house. You're talking about Colleen and Michael? Okay, I didn't know that's who you were talking about. And Nate with the boobs was there, that was sleeping in a shelter dorm with females. Okay, because he's the one that reported that he is straight. Just the whole conversation. That's why it's like, did just a wacko tell you all this stuff? Or those are the types of conversations you have with people? Not quoting me anymore. It just became too much. Right. Just those are not proper conversations, and it just shows a level of wackadoodle. That's what people in Florida are talking about. We don't have to be politically correct with you folks anymore. It's called social distancing, like shunning. You ever hear about Jews and how Jews don't associate with non-Jews? That's what we're talking about. That's always been allowed. It's not new. Okay. And why Jews give work to other Jews and stuff like that? Because of stuff just like this. Right. There's a reason why groups of people want to be separate from the rest of the population. I've never heard of that happening here, where you're telling Jews they have to marry non Jews. Then what are you talking about? People have to engage with you. That is what you're saying. It's grotesque. It's I know you just go, we've got to get your women. No, you're not getting our women. I don't have to because there's thermonuclear weapons. Somebody else is already doing that, right? Because there's clearly way too many of you. There's not enough bullets. And the Bible says I'm not going to have to do that. It doesn't mean in the past I wouldn't have done it. Just pick a rifle right up. Boom. You got to understand how sick they get. Like Paul with the hat and the cane. I'm not going to tell you a third time to stop putting your fucking hand on my leg. Boom. Animal. They will literally start dodging at you. Okay, like that dude over there. One time, get away from me. Boom. I don't got to do it. It's called radium. It's not going on. Just like I screamed at him, but refrain from doing that, please. Usually I ignore them. But clearly that one was very sick. So usually you just walk, just to put the headphones on and just cross the street. Try to avoid them when you see them. If you're a regular dude, don't get mad at people doing that. Right. People taking walks, they're not out for socialization. Okay. No matter how much social media cutoffs there are, we're not going to be forced to just talk to anybody walking around. It's fucking insane. That's the point of social media and regular places where people meet up when they want to socialize, not a street corner. So anyways, gonna do things, shop at the store, another day. I probably should take a shower, like I said, because I could tell that my scalp was itchy last night. It's called fallout. Yeah, that's why hats are good, because if you start washing your hair like that every day, if you have hair like mine, it's going to fall off. It's a lot of hair washing. So. When you color it, you don't really want to wash it all the time either, because it's going to wash right out of your hair. So and that shit's not free. So. I think that's the last jog walks I have on the schedule. I was talking about that to myself while I was doing my jog walks. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if I want to do one or two at some point in time, but tomorrow I got to do my arm stuff. So that Monday starts the other walk. So the sun direction should be fine by then. Oh, yeah. If I go to the Dollar Tree tomorrow, I got to remember to see if they have hats. For doing my walk, just in case. It'll be 4 days up the hill. Yep. And then the week after that is 4 days up the hill. And then April schedule will be something else that I haven't done yet. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more times of this arm work. And then April is only going to be twice a week for the arms for me. Arms and abs. I think that's enough. That was like 2 months of every other day crap. It's too much in the summertime. It's kind of, for me, like a wintertime thing. It's too much in the summertime because of the amount of walking I do. That's too many demands on my body. Because I don't have the appetite I used to have either. So sometimes that happens if I'm like up on my weight. The only time I was ever able to do that, I think, was right after I quit smoking or something. Yeah, like going to New Mexico and stuff. My appetite was like way more. It just seems like when you reach a certain body weight, you can't keep eating. And so you naturally begin to, and then you'll get hungry again. It sort of has a natural it's not huge fluctuations, but it goes up and down naturally a little bit. It's like your body's only going to get so big. And so that's it. You're like it pause. So your body, like when you're making all these demands of doing stuff, you lose a little bit of stuff, and it has to do with how hungry you are. Like it's a machine that's adjusting to its demands. It's a very efficient machine. Yeah, this is I'll be all right. Brush my teeth. Yeah, if you have depression, don't have children. Definitely. I don't know. People still have a question about that. Um, People don't, if you didn't know this, some people don't know. People don't have children to be happier. Yeah, they don't have children to be happier. They don't have children to work for them. They don't have children to take care of them when they get old. Honestly, for me, I just think children are sort of like happenstance of a marriage. And the more you like the person you're having children with, the more you're going to like those children. Right? You're not going to have all these weird, like, things you don't like in your personality clashes and stuff because I can't even imagine what it's like to just some dude they can't even stand and then they have their mannerisms and stuff. I'm sure that's going to be difficult. That's why I don't do a thing. I guess when you're an old soul or something, there's certain things you don't forget and you just go, yeah, that is not something I'm doing. So the last required day of stuff, and then it's just like I said, it's 12 o'clock now. Do this, stop the store. Oh yeah, I should just in case, right? There'll be nothing because I'm doing this. Trust me. Well, the last time, it's got to be a coincidence. The last time when I said I wasn't taking the bag, it was the same thing, except I didn't go over to it and see what it was. Yesterday, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to take my bag. And then there was stuff there. So it might be like every Wednesday. Is it possible it's that? Yeah, and not like someone's watching it all sinister go, ah, she's not going to bring her bag. So it's probably like the same day every week I don't bring the bag. That's what I would say it is. That instance, yes. Some of this stuff got rained on. That's the other thing. Some people are more inclined to donate on a rainy day and then go, see, that's why I don't do it because it's just getting rained on. Oh, I'm going to take the phone. I think the level of criminal activity, um, like I'm getting text messages supposedly from Walmart that I submitted a job application. Thank you for submitting your job application. Okay, so just so that the Boston police know. It's the World Wide Web. I posted my phone number about 57 times. I should say I uttered it. So, in obviously, if you're in the military, you obviously have my phone number. So, it's just another way to harass people in a profound insanity. So, it probably means suck your dick, your job, right? You just doing my job, okay, which is not sucking anyone's dick. I know. Could you just? It's a different species, right? And you just go, oh my fucking god! This is why I don't have a dick and balls. This is absolutely why I don't have a dick and balls. I'd be in fucking jail or I'd be dead. This is exactly why you get a Virgin Mary and not a dude. Absolutely. These people are not even men. They're neutered males and fucking chars. Just Jesus, mother of fucking God. This is why you get a virgin mother. It is. It's the most. Some of these things, and it's unfortunate for the rest of their members too to have to fucking go through this. You just go, oh my fucking God. You've got to imagine the most cigar of any boy. All right, just the most you know whatted of any person doing stuff like that to a fucking woman. And then nobody can fucking do anything as they know because we're peacekeepers. Just that is not nature. Talk about fucking scalping. Just right by the fucking head here. So anyway, you're being killed off by fucking ionizing radiation and free electrons. Right, Richard Ramirez, Jeffrey Dahmer? It can be answered at this time. Whoever you is are not viewed as people. You're a different species that to my species, certain ones of you just appear to be just disgusting animals that need to be fucking put down. And you have a society that prevents people from constantly beating the fuck out of you until you stop what you're doing. So, and you know it, so you get worse and worse while this shit's fucking killing you all. It's all understood about getting off on pissing off a fucking woman that you think has a fucking dick and balls, but yet I don't. That's how fucking gross you are. It's seriously that fucked up and gross. They never in a day would go around doing that to a fucking dude on the street. Never in a day is one of these fucking pussies gonna walk up to a dude and start doing that shit. That is why they attack fucking females. It's like a disgruntled fucking cha that has a teeny tiny dick and balls. It's exactly what it is. Explain the whole thing about continuously telling people to suck your dick because you think it's a dominance. It's like a mentally retarded animal that hates its own fucking dick because it thinks it's a fucking female. Right, you go, that's why they can't make up their mind, but when you know what they are, it makes total sense. Okay. They can never acquire this fucking physique. But yet, why the fuck would they? It's seriously like a dude that won't fuck them. It's yeah, because it's a mixed brain. A dude isn't supposed to be happy about, but yet then they are. And they won't just leave it alone. I'm not even making fun of them. Right. They won't leave it alone. Like every time I posted a video, I don't believe that's a female leaving those comments. I believe it's a neutered male. It's that gross. Every single time it's got to say something because it's flying into a fucking envious fury like it's a DOAcha. Just imagine people high up in your world system that think they're a fucking female. And then here I am with the abs and stuff, and I'm the choice, whatever. Because they can't view me as a fucking woman because of what their women look like. It's a whole mixed up fucking thing. And you just go, oh, dear God. This is one of the signs too about both. I get this, I think, mostly from your females. This is one of the warning signs. They start thinking that men are gay. Like they expect males to behave in a certain way that's like kind of gross. And if they don't, right, any man that seems sensitive and caring is must be gay. They're gay, they're bisexual. Right? It's a different species. We're all male. Yep, we're all male. It's a different species. That's why you're so mixed up because you're all females. So please, social distance. Social distance. It's really not supposed to be an insult when a person tells you to fellatio them, right? It's just, it's because you find the whole thing disgusting yourself. And then some of you get all messed up because you're neutered males. You're not supposed to have a healthy sexual appetite. You're not supposed to have a happy, like a healthy. You're not supposed to be non-sexually dysfunctional because you're not supposed to meet. And it becomes too much pressure because the world makes it seem like that's all you do, and they keep acting like that's all males do is want to have sex, which you don't. Right? It's just I can't help you out with your problems because I blocked those phone numbers, but clearly they have my phone number. Today might be the day. It feels hot as hell. I may have to take this off because this is a wicked warm jacket, by the way. Yeah, yesterday was still. Didn't I wear that black sweater, which is wicked warm? Yeah, yesterday the air was still not that hot, but today might be the day where it feels warm. I got almonds and raisins for when I get back, and then tonight I gotta cook up that chicken. I got like another salad thing I have to do. It's not lettuce, but I got like the things from the cauliflower if they're gonna be edible. You gotta like scrub those things. I usually cook them in my meals, but I'm gonna try to eat it like a salad. Yeah, I think I might do that rather than buying a cabbage, even though it's cheap. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I got to guard every single SNAP food unit I have for water and soda. So even though it's only 17 cents a pound, we'll see. I might change my mind because a cabbage will last forever too. They used to give them out at the food pantry. There was like it must have been around like 2020 or 2019 or something like that. It was like every time you went there, they were giving out massive cabbage. And if you put that in a cold, even a cold refrigerator, oh yeah, cabbage will last you months without going bad, as opposed to lettuce. If you like iceberg lettuce and just you, it keeps going bad, you can't eat enough of it, enough of it. You might want to try cabbage. I mean, some of those outside leaves are not that hard, but I would think iceberg lettuce, unless you don't like the inside part, you're eating that because it's crunchy, right? Cabbage is pretty crunchy. That's why I like cabbage. I like iceberg lettuce, but it has no vitamins. That's why I used to eat romaine lettuce. The inside part of romaine is crunchy. Yep. And then the greens, oh yeah, I still have that broccolini stuff too. I gotta eat. I can probably put that in a salad, but I usually cook it. I don't know, unless I go crazy and decide I'm just going to make one of my meals. Because I have all that stuff. We'll see. I might do that. I haven't had one of my meals. Well, yeah, I might as well pick the warmest day to do it, right? I can feel the radiation. Yeah. I can feel the radiation. It's the same thing. It's probably air pressure. It's like right here. Same thing. It goes away. We hope. Remember that? The summer of 2022. Yeah, that was. Feel the radiation. Oh yeah, the thing about Colin Farrell Remembrance Day. I know. If Colin Farrell could actually see this, he'd go, yeah, we went from Colin Farrell Remembrance Day to we're just doing nothing but insulting Colin Farrell now. That is what we do. We're going to take turns rejecting Colin Farrell. Okay? That is what we do here at Anonymous. Well, typically, this is what we would do, Colin Farrell, is we would pick out a Colin Farrell, right? And then all of a sudden, he starts going out with these, and it's honestly females where we go, really? And it's no insult to them, but clearly, and we just go, and then we have to proceed to tear apart Colin Farrell and reject him one by one. In case you're not familiar with Miraculous and actual ladies, we have hormones too. And then we go, huh? And then we go, ah, of course. Right. So in order to not be lured by Colin Farrell's, then we have to tear apart Colin Farrell's. That should make sense. Because we want husbands, Colin Farrell. Okay, we don't want all that. No. Like it's morality. We don't have children out of wedlock. We're never going to be. We don't want to be. It's all due respect to them, but we're not envious of them. We don't want to be that. So we just go, that's what he likes. Because you could easily, if we weren't cautious, bed one of us. You would at least get us on 14 benches. Like it would be that sad too. So then we go over here. And then we go over there. When never in our lives would we follow some dude bench to bench to bench. You got a nice ass. Even pretending he's Jewish. It's what? Get it?